To my YouTube channel. Today we are talking about offshore accident liar. An offshore accident liar fight for your rights anytime you suffer an accidental injury on any type of vessel on the sea. The accident may occur on a ship of some sort, an offshore platform, on a dock, or on a helicopter transporting crew from and to land. It is important that you hire a Houston offshore accident lawyer that will thoroughly investigate the claim to determine who is liable and what law apply. Call a Simmons and Fletcher Injury Accident Lawyer for a free consultation regarding your offshore injury claim. We work on contingency fee basis. On that you pay nothing upfront and no attorney fee unless we make a recovery in your case. Investigating the offshore injury claim to determine which law apply. You need an offshore accident lawyer who will thoroughly investigate the claim. Very detailed record and logs are kept by companies in charge of offshore vessel. These records must be obtained and reviewed to determine whether proper procedure were followed. Moreover, in serious injury cases, nothing tells the story better than going to scene and conducting an inspection. At Simmons and Fletcher PC, we can investigate the scene and retain and bring expert as required to get a full picture of what caused an event. What law applies to an offshore accident? There is a large body of state and federal law applying to offshore accident claim. These accidents include Longshore's Man and Harbor Workers Act, Jones Act, State Personal Injury Law, Federal Tort Claim. Trying to navigate these laws without an offshore accident attorney is like trying to pilot the seas without a map. Long Longshoremen and Harbor Worker Compensation Act under 43 United States Code Section 1333 subsection, and Congress extended the Longshore and Harbor Worker and Compensation Act to cover employee other than master member of any crew or vessel who are working on outer continental shelf in exploration and development of natural resources. This is what is known as Outer Continental Shelf Land Act. It provides for payment of compensation for disability or death suffered while working on navigable water in United States. It is effectively worker compensation for certain marine worker and many dock workers that are not otherwise covered by Jones Act. The Jones Act provides the certain protection to worker on sea vessel, which include jack-up rigs and oil rigs that are not attached to ocean floor, such as floating oil rigs and drill ship. Under Jones Act covered, the employee can recover for pain and suffering, disability, medical expense and lost wages. Worker offshore injury lawyer must show that the damages suffered were caused by negligence of employer. However, unlike all other areas of law, the burden of proof under Jones Act is lower than normal. It is considered a feather weight burden because you must only tilt the scale of justice in your favor by a feather weight to win. This gives the injured worker and his offshore accident lawyer a major advantage. Some accident covered by Jones Act: oil rig accident, oil tanker ship accident, drill ship accident, cruise ship accident, river boat accident, barge accident, shrimp boat accident, and tug boat accident. Offshore injury and state personal injury law. Offshore injury that do not fall under the above law may be covered by state personal injury law. The state law that apply is typically determined by proximity of accident because the law vary from state to state and the above act may also apply. You should hire an offshore injury attorney to determine which avenues of recovery are available to you under maritime law. Statute of limitation in offshore accident. The statute of limitation is a deadline by which your injury lawsuit claim may be filed or you lose the right to bring it because offshore injuries may fall under different federal and state law. The statute of limitation may also vary. You should consult an offshore injury lawyer immediately to determine your right and limitation. For more information, what statute of limitation apply in admiralty and maritime personal injury action? No win, no fee. At Siemens and Fletcher PC, you don't pay a dime unless we make a recovery for you. The initial consultation at our Houston office or over the phone is absolutely free. The Jones Act provides certain protection to workers on sea vessels, which include jack-up rigs and oil rigs that are not attached to ocean floor, such as floating oil rigs and drill ship. Under the Jones Act, covered employee can recover for pain and suffering, disability, medical expenses, and lost wages. The worker offshore injury lawyer must show that the damages suffered were caused by negligence of employer. However, unlike all other areas of law, the burden of proof under Jones Act is lower than normal. It is considered a featherweight burden because you must only tilt the scale of justice in your favor by a featherweight to win. This gives the insured worker and his offshore accident lawyer a major advantage. Basically, the offshore lawyer is very much important in these cases, and if he is doing his all responsibilities properly, then it will be very beneficial for client because a good lawyer can take the case toward the right which the client wants. And basically, the Jones Act covered the employees and can recover for pain as well as suffering and disability, medical expense, and Moreover, the lost wages. Related to that, you can ask me anything in comment section. Thank you so much guys for watching. Keep watching, keep supporting.